Okay, imagine this. You're scrolling online, maybe through a forum, maybe social media, and you see this hint of a secret.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just any secret. It's this idea that your Social Security number, well, it's not just for taxes and benefits.
Okay.
No, this theory claims it's actually linked to, like, a hidden fortune, a multi-million-dollar trust fund set up for you, and all you need is some kind of secret code to unlock it.
Wow. Okay. That sounds ambitious.
Right. Sounds like pure fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, today on the deep dive, that's exactly what we're looking into. This pervasive and, frankly, pretty dangerous conspiracy theory that claims every American's SSN is tied to a hidden bank account.
Yeah, and for this deep dive, we're really digging into Tyreek A Gaynor-Fray's Medium article from June 2025. It's called The Social Security Number and Secret Banking Conspiracy, a Dangerous Myth.
Good title.
It is.
Yeah.
And Gaynor-Fray really meticulously unpacks the whole thing, where it comes from, why it's just fundamentally flawed.
So our mission today is pretty clear. We want to pull out the key facts about this intriguing but totally false theory.
Right.
We want to understand its origins, figure out why some people find it appealing, and maybe most importantly, show why it's not just wrong, but actually legally risky. It's all about giving you the clearest, most informed view on what's really a widespread financial deception.
Absolutely.
So, okay, let's really unpack this. At the heart of it is this idea that proponents call the strawman theory.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain that a bit? What's a core claim?
Sure. So the straw man theory, basically, it suggests that when you're born, the U.S. government secretly creates this financial trust in your name.
Like a hidden account.
Exactly. Sort of tucked away. And the proponents, they believe you can tap into these trusts using your Social Security number plus these secret codes.
Secret codes. What kind of codes are they talking about?
Well, often they point to things like routing numbers, the ones associated with the Federal Reserve or the U.S. Treasury. They think these are keys. And here's the kicker. They believe these hidden accounts are worth millions, like literally millions of dollars.
Billions.
Yeah, enough, they claim, to pay off all your debts, buy whatever you want, achieve total financial freedom.
Wow. I mean, you can see the appeal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if someone's struggling financially. But
right.
Okay, let's bring this back down to earth. Where does this whole elaborate idea just completely break from reality? How do things actually work?
Right. And that's crucial. To really get why this falls apart, we need to look at the basics. Social Security numbers.
Mm-hmm.
They came about in the 1930s.
Yeah, with the Social Security Act.
Exactly. And their purpose was crystal clear from day one. Track workers' earnings and make sure they get their benefits. That's it.
So just record keeping, essentially.
Purely record keeping for the Social Security system. Let's be absolutely clear. SSNs are not tied to bank accounts. They're not investment trusts. They have zero connection to any kind of secret personal wealth. That whole idea is just wrong.
So no secret government vault with my name on a pile of cash.
Afraid not. The article makes it really clear. The government doesn't assign a monetary value to you when you're born.
Okay.
And it definitely doesn't trade your identity on stock markets, which is another thing some theorists claim. That's pure fiction.
It's amazing how these things get started.
Well, and what's fascinating, or maybe worrying, is that the theory tries to sound legitimate by misusing real legal terms.
And so.
You'll often see references to the Uniform Commercial Code, the UCC.
Right, I've heard of that. Isn't that about business transactions?
Precisely. It's a set of laws for commercial deals. It has absolutely nothing to do with personal wealth or birth trusts or SSNs.
So they just grab the name to sound official.
Seems like it. And it often gets tangled up with other fringe ideas, like the sovereign citizen movement.
Yeah. Heard of them, too. They think they're separate from the government, right?
Sort of, yeah. They falsely claim people can, separate themselves from their government-created identity, the straw man, and somehow escape laws or debts. It's all part of this same ecosystem of misinformation.
So these legal terms, the sovereign citizen stuff, it's all just scaffolding to prop up this baseless straw man idea. The fantasy that your birth certificate or SSN is like a lottery ticket you can cash in.
That's a good way to put it. And Gaynor-Fray's article hammers this home. There is zero basis for this in any actual legal or financial system. It's simply not true.
And crucially, as the article points out, believing it isn't just harmless fantasy. it gets dangerous.
Exactly. And this leads us straight to the really serious consequences. It's not just about believing it, it's about acting on it.
People actually try to use this stuff.
Yes, Gaynor-Fray highlights this specifically. Because the myth is so widespread, people have genuinely tried to use Federal Reserve routing numbers thinking they're secret codes to pay bills. They actually believe they're tapping into these non-existent secret accounts.
Oh, wow. I mean, that can't end well. What happens when they try that?
It ends very badly. These actions aren't just seen as mistakes, they're treated as fraud.
Fraud, so serious legal trouble.
Absolutely. People have faced arrests, lawsuits. They end up in worse financial shape than before, often significantly worse. It's become such a problem that the Federal Reserve itself, the U.S. Treasury, even the FBI, have all had to issue specific warnings.
Warnings saying, don't do this. It's not real.
Pretty much. Explicitly debunking these claims, warning people that trying this is illegal and will lead to serious consequences. It's quite sobering, really, how a baseless myth can lead people down such a destructive path.
Yeah, it really is. So wrapping that part up, while you can kind of understand the appeal maybe for someone feeling desperate or let down by the system, the bottom line is it's built entirely on lies, false premises from start to finish. And the article really emphasizes that trying to follow this path consistently ends in legal trouble.
That's spot on. It's a testament maybe to how powerful financial desperation can be when combined with, well, a lack of solid financial literacy. It creates fertile ground for these kinds of dangerous rabbit holes.
And the author's final takeaway really hits that point, right?
It does. Gaynor-Fray concludes that in our current digital age, with information and misinformation flying everywhere, education and critical thinking are honestly our best weapons against these kinds of financial myths.
So let's bring it all together for the listener. We've dug into this hidden bank account theory tied to your Social Security number.
Yeah.
We've traced its kind of fantastical claims and seen clearly that it's not just a harmless myth. It's actually dangerous with real, tangible, negative consequences for anyone who buys into it and tries to act on it.
Absolutely. And I think the crucial takeaway here, the big message, is really about the power of understanding how things actually work. You know, our financial systems, our government system.
Knowing the reality.
Exactly. And it really highlights how important it is to use critical thinking whenever you encounter a claim, especially financial claims that sound, maybe a little too good to be true.
Yeah, that too good to be true test is usually a good one. This whole deep dive into the SSN conspiracy, it's a stark reminder, isn't it? That desire for financial freedom, it's universal. Everyone wants that.
Why, of course.
But the actual path there, it's paved with understanding reality, with knowledge, not with secret codes or hidden accounts. So maybe the thought to leave you with is this. When you next encounter some new financial claim online, what steps will you take to try and separate fact from fiction before you even consider diving in?